Yo, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Hey, I'm on here, man. I want to just come on here for real, just say what's up. How y'all doing? Chilling. I also want to bring up this topic too. That like how we're not wired. We're not wired from birth to chill and relax. We're not wired that way. We're not wired to just like be present. We're not wired to just want to take a pause and breathe in, feel your heartbeat. We're not wired this way. This is not how we're wired when we come into this place, to Earth. We're not wired that way, okay? We're not wired to look into the mirror and tell ourselves that we're beautiful, right? That we're abundant, that we're peaceful, that we're joy, that we are everything that the Father says that we are. We're not wired that way. They're not telling us that in kindergarten. They're not telling us that from 1st to 5th grade. They're not telling us that from 6th to 8th, from 9th to 12th. They're not telling us that in college. They're not talking to us about that. They're not talking to us about self-identification. They're not talking to us about consciousness. They're not talking to us about truth. They're not talking to us about paradigms. They're not talking to us about spiritual warfare. They're not talking to us about the unseen. They're not talking to us about the invisible. These are important things that come to just how you should be deserve to be living your life. The true aspects of who you are on a daily basis you've been deprived of. You're living on a daily basis basically as a part of a machine or a factory or a thing that just keeps on constantly moving and moving and moving, and it moves in your head and your mind and it takes control of your daily actions. And it's like you're deprived of your true natural essence of who you are in the image that your Father created you in. That's what every single one of us on this earth is deprived of. Like, that's the truth that's been hidden from all of us. I have had to go on my journey of seeing things and living life how I had to live it to be able to get to a level of peace and joy, to genuinely feel that abundance that's there for all of us. That it is truly something that is a journey for the one to go on themselves. That's the only truly way to achieve that. But that is the ultimate truth of it all. And I hope that you guys take into consideration to take that time to want to do that for yourselves, to want to just be, to finally just put the baggage down, finally just address the past, finally just address it all, finally address all the questions that you have, finally address every question that you have about everything that you was curious about, everything that you would just want to know about from everybody and anybody. Address that within yourself. Take the time, just address that within yourself. Because once you address that within yourself, then you start to see through the things that control your daily life. Because you carry that baggage every day, mentally. So if you're carrying the baggage around mentally every single day, you're not allowing your awareness to show you. You're not allowing your awareness to show you the truth. Because your mind, you're allowing the things that you don't question, you don't talk about. You're allowing all these things. You're allowing all these things to basically run your daily life in a loop. You go to sleep thinking about it, you're waking up thinking it's the same day. There's a loop. It's a loop. And there's a loop. It's a motherfucking loop. It's a motherfucking loop. You gotta get out of that shit. You gotta step out of it. You gotta fight through that motherfucker. You gotta just focus on what you like to gauge, bro. You gotta gauge, man. You got to gauge, bro. You gotta gauge. You can't let the shit that's happening in the physical, really. You can't let it mess your mind. You gotta pick some point in your mind to focus on and carry that throughout the day. And then later at night, release that point, and then you'll like look back at the day and see all that's happened, and then see where you are physically, see what the point that you were thinking about all day, and see how nothing's changed about you. How you just been thinking about that point the entire day, and the days just continue to go on no matter what. And the more you do that, the more you're gonna start to break out that loop. You doing what you gotta do. For real. Like, they try to get you, man. But you gotta learn. You have to learn. You gotta see it for yourself, because when you see it for yourself, that's when your power comes out. That's your authentic power. This ain't power that you can get from the outside. This is power that comes from within. And you can get that when you see it. You gotta see it for yourself. You have to be able to see through your life, your circumstances, your everything through yourself. Once you do that, man, you'll see. But then you'll be able to love, but then you'll also be able to, like, just be yourself. And you don't got to carry that weight and that baggage all day. You get to just, like, kind of see what everything that's going on. Shit. Yeah. And you co-create with the universe. I love you guys. Subscribe if you're new. Like, comment, drop a heart down there. I love you guys.